Hi everyone, Canoopsy here, and the new Samsung Galaxy S10 is finally official, but that doesn't mean we should count out the Galaxy Note 9 anytime soon. In some ways, it's actually better than the S10, and it's also more affordable from some sources too, and it's going to keep receiving price drops and deals as the S10 rolls out. And with the new Samsung One UI update, Android Pie, and a whole bunch of other software updates over the last little while, the device has gotten better and better, and it's actually a really great phone even in 2019. So in this video, we're going to be talking about why you should consider the Note 9 over the new Galaxy S10. Despite the Note 9 actually being a 6-month-old device, believe it or not, it certainly doesn't feel like it. The design still holds up, it looks beautiful, and feels awesome to hold. You should probably get a case or skin though to protect your phone because from my experience, this thing does scratch very easily on the back, so definitely keep it protected. I usually have a D-brand skin on the back of mine. Just keep your phone safe. This is also one of the last phones with no notch or hole punch, and that's great. You have a place to hold the phone when gaming or watching YouTube or Netflix, and despite having top and bottom bezels, it still does look super modern. And that display, of course, is absolutely gorgeous. I actually chose the Note 9's display as kind of the best display for my dream, imaginary, perfect smartphone in one of my latest videos, so check that out if you want to see it. But yeah, this display looks incredible. It has amazing vibrant colors, excellent contrast, inky blacks, and everything you use it for, it's gonna look fantastic. Now, besides the form of this phone, which you know looks great, it's also highly functional. You have IP68 water resistance, SD card slot, headphone jack, yes, it has a headphone jack, stereo speakers that sound great, believe it or not, fingerprint scanner, iris scanner, face scanner. This thing is just loaded with features, and yes, the S10 does have all these features as well, but nothing really too much more that's just super innovative or must-have. This phone has the same features as the latest Samsung device. But one thing the S10 definitely doesn't have though is S Pen support. I use the S Pen all the time for navigating my phone, kind of like a mouse, and for actually multitasking on this device, it's easy to control those multi-windows with an S Pen, kind of like using a mouse. It's also of course great for writing out notes or quick ideas, and I've actually read comments on YouTube saying that's been an amazing accessibility tool as well. I'm in an advertising and design course in university, and sometimes you think of the best ideas at the most random times. I don't always have a piece of paper or a pen with me, but I always have my phone with me, and having that option to write things down quickly, scribble out a quick sketch, is something that I've really come to enjoy with this device. And having that experience with the Galaxy Note 9's S Pen is going to make it very difficult to actually switch to the Galaxy S10 with no S Pen support. So that's a pretty big deal. Now with Samsung's new One UI software update, the phone really got a huge, fresh coat of paint. It's Samsung's best looking software version to date, and I really do like the look of it. Things look more modern and simplified, and there are some kind of weird design elements here and there, but generally this is a great looking software version for Samsung. Things are also much more tailored for the large screen display, so you don't have to reach for stuff. Things kind of naturally rest where your thumb or your finger would naturally rest on the device. The phone also has a whole bunch of features for multitasking, productivity, customization. There's a new gesture navigation system, which is pretty decent, but not that amazing, and also a new dark mode, which is definitely very appreciated. Samsung phones have so many features, there's way too many to go through, but if you need a feature, it's probably most likely here. One UI isn't really perfect though. There are a few bugs here and there, it does drop frames at times, but generally it feels like a big upgrade visually and functionally. Performance besides the occasional drop in frames though is also still killer on the Note 9. This is a super fast device for everything you throw at it, gaming, multitasking, just general usage. It feels fast. The S10 is definitely going to be a hella fast phone with the new 7nm chip, the Snapdragon 855, the Samsung Exynos version of that, a whole bunch of RAM. It's going to be a really quick device, no doubt about that. But that being said, the Note 9 is still going to be a really fast phone for everything that you use it for. You're not going to really have any complaints, and it's still going to be a quick device for a long period of time. The battery on the Note 9 also still holds up. It's 4,000 mAh, and in the highest resolution and some pretty high brightness, it always tends to give me a full, solid day of usage with more time the next day before I have to charge it. You can of course charge it with the included somewhat fast charger in the box, as well as with wireless charging as well. Now, besides the design, one of the biggest upgrades for the S10 is definitely going to be the new cameras. You got dual cameras on the S10 Plus, you got triple cameras on both of the phones, standard, wide angle, and telephoto, kind of similar to the Huawei Mate 20 Pro. This may be one of the areas where the S10 is much better compared to the Note 9. All those different cameras, all those different softer features, different shooting modes, it's definitely going to be a better camera experience. But even then, the Note 9 has received a bunch of updates over the last little while to actually improve the camera experience from when it originally came out. I'm going to shut up for a little while, let you take a look at some of the shots on the Note 9 with the latest software versions so you can see for yourself exactly what the Note 9 can do. The Note 9 is still an amazing device for 2019. It has a stunning design, there's no notch or cutouts anywhere, all the software and hardware features you could ever imagine for a smartphone, and a price that's actually more affordable than the S10 and will keep getting much cheaper. And of course there's also that amazing S Pen support. So the bottom line is, if you're looking for a new phone, you want all those different features I mentioned, and you want it to be a Samsung phone, the Note 9 is still a great choice and may be a better choice for you compared to the S10. So that's pretty much it for this video. I have Galaxy S10 coverage coming very soon, so definitely be sure to subscribe. And what do you think of the Galaxy Note 9? Is it a better phone compared to the S10? Let me know in the comments down below, and thank you for watching.